Once upon a time, in the far corners of the earth, where the snow never melted and the stars danced above the icy lands, lived three best friends: Polo the polar bear, Penny the penguin, and Sammy the seal. They lived on a beautiful glacier named Crystal Ridge, where the snow sparkled and the ice was thick and strong. But something strange had been happening lately. The ice was melting faster than ever. Cracks were forming in the glacier, and the animals of the Arctic and Antarctic were scared. One sunny morning, Polo stomped his big furry paws on the slushy ground and said, "We have to do something. If the glacier melts, where will we live?" "I agree," chirped Penny, flapping her tiny wings. "I saw pieces of ice break off and float into the sea yesterday." Sammy, ever the clever seal, rubbed his chin with his flipper. "We need help, but not just from animals. We need humans too. They are the ones who can really make big changes." "But how do we talk to humans?" asked Polo. Sammy grinned. "That's the adventure." The three friends decided to write a message. They found shiny sea pebbles and spelled out the words, "Save our glaciers," on the ice where human scientists usually came to explore. Then they waited. One day, a group of scientists flew in on a helicopter. Dr. Lila, a climate scientist, stepped out and gasped when she saw the message. "Is this from the animals?" she whispered. As she took photos, Polo, Penny, and Sammy peeked from behind a snowy hill. They wanted to be brave. Slowly, they approached her. Dr. Lila couldn't believe her eyes. A polar bear, a penguin, and a seal, working together? "They're from different parts of the world," said one of the scientists. "But they're united for a cause," said Dr. Lila, smiling warmly. "We must listen." Dr. Lila returned to her lab and started a campaign called the Polar Pact, inspired by the three friends. She shared their story with children all around the world. Soon, kids were drawing pictures, making posters, and holding little parades in their schools with signs that read, "Protect the polar friends" and "Save the ice." News spread fast. Grown-ups began to take notice too. People started using less plastic, planting trees, and using clean energy. Governments promised to protect the cold places of the world. Meanwhile, back at Crystal Ridge, the animals were already noticing small changes. The air felt a little cleaner. The ice wasn't melting as quickly, and there were fewer oil ships passing by. To celebrate, Polo, Penny, and Sammy planned a big festival to thank all the humans and animals helping to save the earth. They carved beautiful ice sculptures, created snowflake lanterns, and even made a stage out of frozen fish blocks. Animals came from all over: Arctic foxes, snowy owls, reindeer, and whales. Dr. Lila and a group of children visited too. Penny waddled up to the microphone made of an old icicle and said, "Even though we're small, when we work together, we can do big things." Polo roared proudly. "Let's keep protecting our home for all of us," Sammy added with a wink. "Because there's no place cooler than this." Everyone cheered, and the sky lit up with dancing northern lights, as if the earth itself was smiling. Moral of the story: even the smallest voices can make a big difference when they come together for a good cause. By working as a team, animals and humans, we can protect our planet and build a better future.